Hey everybody, so I had a question from a viewer, gosh, it was a little while ago, about how do you not get overwhelmed? And that's a fun question. Um, and I responded to them, but I felt like it was something that I should share more in mass than just with one individual. So moving on to a homestead, for those of you who don't know, we bought a homestead with nothing on it, no infrastructure whatsoever. And over the last 2 years, we've been able to transform it into what it is now. There's still lots and lots of work to be done, but there is a lot that we have been able to do. Like right now, we're getting ready to build our tiny home, so praise y'all for that. But how do you not get overwhelmed? Um, I do. I do get overwhelmed sometimes. Um, when we first moved on the property, I think we were probably like 2-3 months into living here. I'm like, how are we gonna get everything done? I was crying to my husband one night, and gosh, I was like, I don't know how we're gonna do this all. Like, this is crazy. Did we do the right thing? Oh my gosh, we're nuts. And then the irony there is literally that night where I'm crying and freaking out, God sends us a puppy. Literally, a puppy showed up on our property, and we don't exactly live in a highly populated area. So a puppy showed up in our yard, and that he became ours. We named him Ezra, and we've had him for 2 years now. So it's kind of funny because God gave me a puppy when I was freaking out, because I stopped freaking out because I had this adorable little black fluffy puppy in my lap. Turns out he's an LGD, so perfect. But there are times where I have gotten overwhelmed. There are times where I have been stressed out, freaked out, and everything else. There's times where things have broken, things have gone wrong, injuries have happened, y'all, animals have died. Like, just, oh my gosh. There's been so much that has happened, but at the same time, there's been so many blessings. Being here alone is a huge blessing. Being able to watch my kids grow here and learn here and explore here is a huge blessing. Watching my kids build forts in the trees that we cut down to make way for our greenhouses is a blessing. Seeing the grass behind me growing as tall as it is so it can feed the 38, something like that. I think we're almost at 40 sheep now. 40 sheep, that's the most we've ever had at one time. In a decade, that's the most we've ever had at one time. That's a blessing. Like, there's so many blessings that are happening in the midst of all the chaos, basically. And I think that's a big part of starting with nothing. There's a lot of chaos, but there's a lot of blessings. Like, when we got water first put on our property, huge blessing. Like, we went a year and a half with no actual water on property. We got water through rain catchment and through using a camping site, actually, to get water. But when we got water on property for the first time, so we don't have to drive to the campsite, we still do rainwater catchment regardless, but like, so we don't have to drive to a campsite to get water. Huge blessing. Like, I can't even tell you how excited I was. And then we got a ton of rain and we didn't even need to use it for like 3 months. Like, we just kept getting water catchment. So we're like, okay, we got water, but still don't need water. But, stuff like that. And it's just taking it one day at a time. It's understanding that things are going to happen and things are going to come up. And things are not necessarily going to happen as quickly as you would like them to. Even with our tiny home build right now, we've never built a tiny home before. And there's things that are coming up that we're like, oh, we need to do this step before this, or we need to do that before that. And you know what? It takes time. I just want to be in there before winter. But that's the thing, guys. You kind of have to roll with the punches. At first, it can be really overwhelming, really scary sometimes, especially for me, because we do have kids, like, wanting to make sure they're protected and taken care of, which they are. They're just fine. They're more resilient than adults. Kids in general are more resilient than adults. But, at first it can definitely be scary and overwhelming and alarming sometimes, especially if you're not used to things not happening in a certain amount of time. But at the same time, like I said, so many blessings. It's been so beautiful to be out here. I mean, it's, gosh, guys, gorgeous behind me. Like, that's just, like, I don't deserve to have this property. I don't know what y'all felt like, why he felt like we deserve this, but y'all felt like my husband and I deserve this, and I'm forever thankful for that. I will never feel worthy of this property. This is his property. We maintain it. But just being thankful for that stuff and keeping in mind that there's going to be good, there's going to be bad, there's going to be downright ugly, guys. but it's all going to be worth it. Sorry, I don't have my selfie stick with me, so I keep switching hands. But it's a beautiful thing, guys. This is a beautiful life, and it can be overwhelming, but it's so worth it. Everything that we've gone through, everything that we've been through, seeing my kids grow the way they have, it has absolutely 1,000,000% been worth all the craziness, and all the I don't know how this is going to happen. Oh, and I'm going to tell you how everything happens, God. Absolutely God. Everything that we have on this property, we've been blessed with by Yah. God, Yah, same person. We wouldn't have any of this if it wasn't without him. These trees that are down behind me wouldn't have happened without the amazing people we have in our lives and Yah placing them in our lives. There's so much on this property actually everything on this property wouldn't have happened without him. And like I said, forever thankful for it. And just, if you get into a situation like us, where you buy a homestead and you have nothing on it, just breathe, relax, take your time, don't rush things. Know that everything is going to be okay, that Yah has you, and you will be just fine, and he will provide for you in the times that you need it, and he will make you lean on him when you need to too. So like I said, it's been a beautiful journey, and you guys just hold on to Yah and know that everything is going to be all right. And just keep working, work with him, don't work against him, work with him, and do things in his time, not your time, but in his time. So just wanted to answer that question publicly. If y'all have any questions about moving on to a homestead with absolutely nothing, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them. Hope y'all have a great day. Bye.